Let's touch base then with our royal reporter, Cameron Walker, who's been following the visit very closely. How's it all been going, Cameron?
It's been going pretty well, I think, Stephen, both here in Germany and indeed in the United Kingdom. The King is featured on a number of the front pages here in Germany this morning because he became the first British monarch in history to address the German Bundestag yesterday, that is the German Parliament. Now, in that speech, he teased ahead what is happening on the final day of his state visit here to Hamburg. He said, "We will once again stand with the people of Germany in solemn remembrance." And that is because later on today, the King and Queen Consort will be here at St. Nikolai Church in Hamburg for a short ceremony and a wreath-laying ceremony. There's also a choir rehearsing who will be performing in front of the King and Queen Consort later. Now, this church is in ruins, and that is because it was bombed by the Allies during the Second World War in 1943. So this year marks the 80th anniversary of that bombing campaign, and now it is a permanent memorial. So today is all about reconciliation. The King and Queen Consorts will also be visiting the Kindertransport Memorial just outside the train station here, and it commemorates the 10,000 or so Jewish children who were in a British-led campaign given safe passage to the United Kingdom in the 1930s to escape the Nazis. Elsewhere today, we've got the King is also going to be on a green boat tour in the harbour in Hamburg, looking at an electrolyzer site, which will help generate electricity. The Queen Consort will be at a local school. She is expected to read to a number of young children alongside the President of Germany's wife, Frau Bundenbender. She's going to be reading the Gruffalo, and of course the Queen is very into literacy. She believes that if children get into reading and enjoy reading at a young age, that's really going to help their life chances and future prospect. So she's taking the opportunity to visit a local school here. And then to round off this entire 3-day states visit, the King and Queen Consort will be at a reception with 1,000 people here in Hamburg. Local youth groups, civil society organisations and stakeholders for Hamburg will be there. But this whole 3-day trip is all about strengthening ties with one of our closest European neighbours, Germany. It's the UK government's advice that Buckingham Palace decides where to send the King and Queen Consort for their first state visit of the new reign. Of course, the first time the King has been to a foreign country since he came to the throne. So perhaps British officials thought it was appropriate that the King and Queen Consort visit a European nation first, rather than a Commonwealth nation, which is what Queen Elizabeth II did following her coronation in 1953. Today is all about reconciliation, remembering the world wars, but of course it's all off the back of it's all as the war in Ukraine continues to rage on, another key theme of this state visit.